anonymous from Texas, hello. You say, can you explain what a proper or correct brown scapular enrollment might look like? And should the faithful each have a replacement scapular blessed before using? Should anyone or anyone's parents have the little children wear brown scapula even before a proper or official enrollment?
There's 3 good questions there about the brown scapular, which we believe traditionally that Our Lady herself gave and showed St. Simon Stock the brown scapular. And it is really originally part of the habit of the Carmelites. The scapular is a piece of cloth that is worn on the outside of the Carmelite habit. And so you still see that today with Carmelites, both men and women. But it has also been given for anyone to wear. And this is what Our Lady said when she gave it to St. Simon Stock: whoever dies wearing this scapular will not suffer the eternal flames. So what she really did was promise that a person that wears a scapular with devotion to her, she would be there to protect them from hell. Now, it's not magic. It doesn't mean that you can live a sinful life and then suddenly this piece of cloth is going to somehow magically save you. That's not what it means. But it means that if a person has devotion to Mary and wears the brown scapular, then she will take you under her protection in a special way. Word scapular comes from scapula. We know that we have those bones, our shoulder bones. And so that's because it covers that. That's where that word comes from. And a brown scapular that a lay person can wear has to be made out of brown wool, and that's really the requirement. A lot of times now it will have also those words of Our Lady: whoever dies wearing the scapular will not suffer the eternal flames. But that's not, strictly speaking, required. It has to be brown wool. It's worn also in the front and the back, so there's 2 pieces connected with usually strings of some kind. And just for wearing the scapular, Our Lady makes that promise. So if somebody has never been enrolled in the scapular, they have one, they put it on, and they have devotion to the Blessed Mother, then they can believe that her words are going to be true. But later she appeared to a pope and she said, she made some more promises regarding the scapular. She said that she would, on the Saturday after a person's death, if they were in purgatory, she would come to purgatory and bring them up to heaven. So shorten their purgatory time if they did 3 things. One is to wear the scapular every day of their life for out of devotion to her. Number 2, to observe chastity according to their state in life. And chastity, whether you're single, married, a priest, religious, young, old, chastity means holy purity, holy sexual purity. Even a married couple is called to chastity, not to celibacy, obviously. They're to be fruitful and multiply. But if a person wears the scapular, number 1, observes chastity according to their state in life, and prays a prayer called the Little Office of the Blessed Virgin Mary, then this Sabbatine privilege is what it's called, applies. She'll come on that Saturday and bring that soul to heaven. A priest can actually commute the requirement for the Little Office of the Blessed Virgin Mary to something like a rosary. And so if you've been enrolled but you haven't had the priest give you that option, you should have him do that. He has the power to do that. And then you can pray the rosary, observe chastity, and wear the scapular and set yourself up for that wonderful promise of Our Lady. So it is good to be enrolled because then you are eligible for that Sabbatine privilege. And the other part of that question, if parents should have a children wear brown scapular before the enrollment, no reason not to. That enrollment, we normally do that at First Communion, but since Our Lady said, whoever dies wearing the scapular will not suffer the eternal flames, there is certainly a protection there. However, a little child before the age of reason is, if they die, if they're baptized, are going to go to heaven with no doubt. So there wouldn't be necessarily that part that they would need, but there certainly would be a protection from Our Lady, even for a child to wear it.
I also heard, Father, that if you're enrolled once and you lose, say, the scapular that you're enrolled with, that you do not have to get your scapular blessed again to kind of continue that enrollment. Is that true?
That's absolutely true. That's how religious habits work. That's how this cassock works. Every time I get a new cassock, usually it's the elbows that wear out. You've probably seen that on priests. But I don't have to get the cassock blessed because the blessing is actually on the person. So I was I was blessed with my cassock the first time back in 1997, and it's the same thing with the scapular. Once you're enrolled and the scapular is blessed, then after your scapular wears out, you simply need to get another scapular and put it on, and it's blessed because the blessing is on you.